Thunder here, and I'm coming to you guys with a deck profile. The cards that are in this deck aren't coming out in the Primal Origin, but the next pack after that, Duelist Advent. And so I thought I'd do kind of a little bit of a concept deck for this, since I really haven't seen much of it. I got a really good idea. I was on DevPro the other day, and I played this guy, and he was doing a DragonStar TG variant deck. Because their effects are similar, how they can special each other and stuff like that, and draw each other from the deck, and so I thought it was a pretty cool idea. Synchros a lot. So let's get to it. It runs 3 of the Fire Dragonstar Shungi. This card, basically all the Dragonstar cards have the effect that when they are destroyed by battle or by card effects into the graveyard, you special summon another Dragonstar from your deck in face-up defense position. And then Shungi has the additional effect that when you use him as a synchro material, the synchro monster gains 500 attack and defense, so that's pretty cool. The next card, so you run 3 of him. You run 3 Earth Dragonstar Hycan. Same effect that when he is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon another one. And then once per turn during your opponent's main phase, you can synchro, or his battle phase, you can synchro summon. So basically, if you leave the cards out there on the field and then it's his turn, or he destroys a dragon, or your opponent destroys a dragon star, you special summon like the tuner or something like that, and you have the possibility to synchro with Hycan on the field, you can synchro that turn during your opponent's turn, which is kind of a weird thing. I've never actually seen that for a card effect before. Then the third, because there's only 4 Dragonstar cards out right now, the 3 monsters and the synchro. I don't really like the synchro, so I don't run them in the extra deck, but the third card, the tuner here, is Light Dragonstar Rifun. Same effect that when he's destroyed, special summon another one. And he has the additional effect that when this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. It's kind of almost like a Plague Spreader zombie almost, only you don't have to top deck. But he is banished after you synchro with him. Then we get into the TG cards. I run 1 TG Catapult Dragon, so I can special summon the tuner from my hand if I have them. 3 TG Werewolves. So when a level 4 or lower special summon, you can normal summon him. And then when he dies, you can pull another TG from your deck to your hand. So you usually pull Striker. Striker has the same effect that you can pull another TG monster when he is destroyed by your opponent's cards. And he level 2 tuner, so you can basically, if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special him and then special Werewolf by his effect, or you can play Catapult Dragon and use Catapult Dragon's effect to special Striker and then sync it 4. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, it's really easy to get the cards out on the field, and synchroing isn't that bad. Then you run 2 Max Cs as well as 2 Veilers, just to get some pluses and some, negation on the field, try to stop their plays. Then you run a Rhoda to pull Striker to your hand, because he's a warrior, the Dark Hole, Swords, 3 MSTs, because that's pretty staple, as well as a Book of Moon. 2 Tankies, so you can pull Warwolf to your hand, gives him a little bit of a boost on the field. Because the Dragonstar or the TG, from what I've found, don't really have any spell or trap specific cards to their own archetype, you can run a lot of traps in this deck. Running a Bottomless, as well as 2 Mirror Forces, Torrential 2D Prisons, Compulse, 3 Chains, and a Solemn. So you're pretty safe. I know the monsters by themselves are not that big, but their effects are great because they can special summon each other, on top of the fact that your back row heavily protects them. So that's really good. So let's get into the extra deck. The extra deck here, you won't Xyz as much as most other decks will, but when you do Xyz, you have opportunities to Xyz at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for the 1, obviously a Slacker Magician, it's a pretty nice stall card, as well as the fact that you can go into a Downward Magician from that kind of play. Also, the Gachi Gachi Gantsu, it's another nice stall card, as well as Engineer. If you're feeling a little bit offensive, you can always go into the Leviathan Dragon, that's always a good play. And then Maestro, get a little bit more stall and protection there. On your synchros, for your 4s, you have Armory Arm, that one that you can equip to a face-up attack position monster you control, and it gains 1,000 attack. And then Underworld Fighter Balmug. He's pretty cool. When this card's sent to the graveyard, you can target a level 4 monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So it basically sets you up for your next play. Then Cataster, he's pretty staple when you're able to sync at 5. So running Cataster is pretty cool. Also, Materia Beast, so you can just top deck 2 cards, which is okay in this because some cases you actually, some cards can come back, so it's great. Um, Armades has won a lot of games for me just because of the fact that they'll have back row set, but they can't activate it, so it's pretty good. As well as HGS Behemoth. I actually haven't really used him at all. I believe his effect comes into play really when you can attack a monster larger than yourself probably, then use his effect to banish that monster as well. So I think that's pretty cool. And then I don't know, there aren't that many synchros that I liked at 6, so I just threw in the Powered Insectron. I mean, it's immune to card effects and battle, I guess, when it's synchro summoned, but I don't know. And then, of course, for safety's sake, you play a Black Rose Dragon and Beals I threw in there just because maybe, you get lucky and get 8 stars on the field, which is actually kind of hard to do. I actually haven't gotten to play the Beals yet. But yeah, so this is a bit of a concept deck. Like I said, it's not going to be out until Duelist Advent, which is going to be come out after Primal Origins, and Primal Origins still doesn't even come out until May. So I have time to work on this. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, go ahead and leave that in the comments. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.